Hello everyone, I am Priyanka Bish from Arden Progressive School. Today in this revision session, we'll continue solving some practical question based on debt equity ratio. As in our previous video, we have discussed about the concept of debt equity ratio, formula for calculating debt equity ratio. So today we'll solve some practical question based on this formula. So as we know, formula for debt equity ratio is debt over equity, where debt is considered as long-term borrowings and equity is considered as shareholders' fund. So based on this formula, we'll solve the question. Question is, calculate debt equity ratio from the following: land and building amounting to rupees 15 lakh, plant and machinery 6 lakh, intangible assets rupees 1 lakh, inventory amounting to rupees 5 lakh 50,000, trade receivables rupees 1 lakh 70,000, trade payables 1 lakh 20,000, long term borrowings amounting to rupees 12 lakh. So here, as we know, long term borrowings is already given in the question, which is 12 lakh. We have to calculate the amount of shareholders fund. So here we know shareholders fund includes reserves and surplus. But reserves and surplus is not given in the question. So there is another formula for calculating the amount of shareholders fund. Formula is total asset minus total debts. So by deducting total debts from total assets, we get the amount of shareholders fund. Total asset will include all the intangible fixed assets and current asset, and total debt will include all the current liability and non-current liability. So here first we will calculate the amount of total asset. Total asset includes land and building as given in the question, plus plant and machinery, which is a fixed asset, then intangible assets. So intangible asset is also fixed asset. After that we have inventory. Inventory is a current asset. Then comes trade receivable. Trade receivable is also a current asset. So now we will put the value of all the fixed and current asset. Land and building amounting to rupees 15 lakh plus plant and machinery rupees 6 lakh. Then intangible assets amounting to rupees 1 lakh. Inventory amounting to rupees 5 lakh 50,000. And trade receivables rupees 1 lakh 70,000. So by adding the amount of all the current asset and fixed asset, we get the amount rupees 29 lakh 20,000 as total asset. So total asset is amounted to rupees 29 lakh 20,000. Now we will calculate the amount of total debt. So total debt will include trade payables and long term borrowings. Trade payables is current liability and long term borrowings is non-current liability. So now we will put the value of current and non-current liability. Amount of trade payable is rupees 1,20,000 and long term borrowing is amounted to rupees 12 lakh. So by adding these, we get the amount 13,20,000 as total debt. Now we have calculated the amount of total asset, which was 29,20,000. Total debt amounted to rupees 13,20,000. Now we'll put this value in the formula. To calculate shareholders fund, formula is total asset. Total asset amount is rupees 29,20,000 minus total debt. Amount of total debt is rupees 13,20,000. So by deducting 13,20,000 from 29,20,000, we get the amount rupees 16 lakh. So 16 lakh is the amount of shareholders fund. Now to calculate debt equity ratio, we require long term borrowings also. Shareholders fund we have calculated. Now we will calculate long term borrowings. So in the question, long term borrowings amount is already given, which is rupees 12 lakh. We'll put the amount of shareholders fund and long term borrowings in the formula. So by putting the values in the formula, which is 12 lakh long term borrowing divided by 16 lakh shareholders fund. So debt equity ratio is 0.75:1. This is how we solve the question based on debt equity ratio. Now here is another question based on calculation of debt equity ratio. Question is, calculate debt equity ratio from the following. Total asset has been given amounted to rupees 8,10,000, then total debt rupees 2,60,000 and current liability rupees 40,000. So from this information we have to calculate debt equity ratio. First we will write the formula of debt equity ratio. Formula is long term borrowings, or we can call it as debt, divided by shareholders fund or equity. So here first we will calculate the amount of long term borrowings. As given in the question, amount of total debt is rupees 2,60,000, out of which current liability is amounting to rupees 40,000. So if we deduct the amount of liability from total debt, we get the amount of long term borrowings. So here we can write long term debt is equal to total debt minus current liability. Amount of total debt is rupees 2,60,000 and amount of current liability is rupees 40,000. So by deducting 40,000 from 2,60,000, we get the amount 2,20,000 as long term borrowings. Next is shareholders fund. As shareholders fund include reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus is not given in the question. Amount of total asset and total debt is given. So we will find out the shareholders fund with the alternate formula. Formula for calculating shareholders fund is when asset and debt is given. Formula is total asset minus total debt. Here total asset is amounted to rupees 8,10,000 and total debt is amounting to rupees 2,60,000. By deducting 2,60,000 from 8,10,000, we get the amount rupees 5,50,000 as shareholders fund. Now we will put this value in the formula. Formula is long term borrowings or debt, which is rupees 2,20,000 divided by shareholders fund. Shareholders fund we have calculated, which is amounted to rupees 5,50,000. So by solving this, we get 0.4 is to 1. So here debt equity ratio is 0.4 is to 1. So with this we have completed the concept of debt equity ratio by solving the practical question based on it. Now we will move forward with the second type of solvency ratio, which is total asset to debt ratio. Now here is the second type of solvency ratio, which is total asset to debt ratio. So this ratio basically expresses the relation of total asset to debt ratio. So formula for calculating total asset to debt ratio is total asset divided by debt. Here total asset will include all the current asset and fixed asset, and debt will include long term borrowings and provisions. So this is the formula to calculate total asset to debt ratio, total asset divided by debt. Now here is a practical question based on the calculation of total asset to debt ratio. Question is, calculate total asset to debt ratio from the following information. Shareholders fund is given rupees 14 lakh, total debt amounting to rupees 16 lakh, and current liabilities amounting to rupees 4 lakh. So from this given information we have to calculate total asset to debt ratio. As we know, formula for calculating total asset to debt ratio is total asset divided by debt. So first we will calculate the amount of total asset. As in the question, no fixed asset and current asset is given, only shareholders fund, total debt and current liabilities is given. So here we will apply the formula of calculating shareholders fund, which is total asset minus total debt. So according to this formula, here amount of total debt is given and amount of shareholders fund is given. So we'll put this amount in the formula. Shareholders fund is rupees 14 lakh is equal to total asset will remain the same and total debt is rupees 16 lakh. So now we will shift this amount to the left hand side. Now total asset will be calculated by adding 14 lakh plus 16 lakh. The 14 lakh plus 16 lakh is rupees 30 lakhs. Amount of total asset is rupees 30 lakhs. Now we have calculated the amount of total asset. Now we will calculate the amount of debt. So in the question it is given amount of total debt is rupees 16 lakh, out of which current liability is amounted to rupees 4 lakh. So here long term debt will be calculated as total debt minus current liabilities, which means by deducting current liability from total debt we get the amount of long term debt. Amount of total debt is rupees 16 lakh minus current liabilities amounted to rupees 4 lakh. So by subtracting 4 lakh from 16 lakh we get the amount rupees 12 lakh. So we have calculated the amount of total asset which is 30 lakh and amount of debt which is 12 lakh. Now we will put this amount or put this value in the formula. According to formula, first we will write the amount of total asset which is rupees 30 lakh divided by debt amounted to rupees 12 lakh. By solving this, we get the total asset to debt ratio as 2.5:1. This is total asset to debt ratio. So this is how we solve the question based on calculation of total asset to debt ratio. With this, we have completed the concept of total asset to debt ratio and also we have solved the question based on it. In the next session, we'll be discussing about the third type of solvency ratio. That's all for today. Thank you.